What's good? If you tapped in, you already know who I am. If not, my name is Caleb Jarrell. Today's video is going to be about why you feel stuck. I'm going to start off by saying and talking about my perspective, things that I've went through. That's always going to be a point of view that I talk about is my perspective from things that I go through in life. So when I recognize times where I feel stuck or stagnant, which is a place that you never really want to stay at because to me it's a way of living too complacent. I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with being comfortable and being content with where you at, but I feel like as a man you should always be moving. Not even as a man, but as a woman, as a man, I feel like just as a person in general, you should always be working towards something. So boom, the first thing I would say is a lack of discipline. So for me personally, discipline isn't an area that I really struggle at when it comes to doing certain things. Like when it comes to lifting weights and going to the gym, very disciplined with doing that. When it comes to showing up for work on time, showing up and servicing the people that I service for my business, different things like that, very disciplined in that. But there's certain areas that I haven't picked up being disciplined in those areas, and it's because I haven't been doing it long enough. So your discipline and your consistency is gonna go hand in hand. So for me, it's been a little bit harder for me to be consistent. So that shows me I'm not that disciplined in certain areas. So all I have to do is start tricking my mind to do the things that I really don't feel like doing, but I know I need to do them. So think about certain things that you know you need to be doing and think about how often it is that when you get this one feeling like, okay, boom, I know I need to do this, but I don't feel like doing it. How often do you sit there and be like, since I don't feel like doing it, I'm not gonna do it? That'll give you your answer, you feel me? So if you're somebody that every time you don't feel like doing it, you just kind of relax, you don't do it, instead of attacking it and doing it when you don't feel like doing it, that's one way you can feel stuck. That's one way you can become stagnant because you keep making the same decision. The second way I would say is fear. And in my opinion, like I said, you feel me? I feel like fear is something that I've been breaking in my life, whether it be with finances, whether it be with relationships, dealing with people, as far as friendships, business, all that type of stuff. So it's like a lot of times you can get so caught up in what you're scared of and an outcome that you're scared of having, you feel me, and recognize like, dang, I'm so scared of this and that happening. Or it's this mindset of like you fearful of what could happen. And you get to this place of, since you're so scared of it, you don't do nothing at all. For example, I know a lot of y'all probably like dealing with credit growing up, especially in the black community. It's like, boom, you hear about credit, you hear it's bad to get credit. Dealing with credit, you shouldn't even do it at all and that. But boom, when I grow up, I'm like, dang, hold on. The same people that was telling me about credit is people that I know now are not disciplined with money. People that I know now, as soon as they get paid, they spending it, you feel me, and not putting it in the right places. So all it comes down to is that they didn't know how to use it as a tool, and they didn't know how to be disciplined and use it to their advantage, you feel me? So if you're disciplined and you know what to do and when to do it and why you're doing it, bro, you can use credit, you feel me? You can use credit to your advantage. You want to start a business, you may not have to come out of pocket. You can use credit to start that business if you know it's a business that's going to help you be successful, you feel me? A business that's going to bring you in profit, that's going to pay off whatever you had to use the credit for, you feel me? But growing up in certain environments, you're not thinking like that. Growing up around certain people, you're not thinking like that, you feel me? So boom, from a young age, you're getting told all these wrong things that you should be scared of, or things that are coming based off other people's experiences because sometimes maybe they didn't do the right thing. So now when you grow up, certain things that you may need to do or certain things that you may be trying to get into, you need to break that fear to even be able to set out and do those things. Some of y'all may want to move from your hometown, but you're so scared to leave because you're so attached to the people that's in your environment. You feel me? So it's like you gotta break that fear down. And how do you break that fear down? You break that fear down by attacking it. You gotta live on edge. You can't keep succumbing to the fear, you feel me? You gotta go against the grain with it. So it's like anytime you feel like a thought of like, dang, I can't do this, or I don't know how to do this, you feel me? You gotta lock in and figure out who is doing what you need to be doing, who is doing what you wanna do, all that type of stuff. Surround your environment around those type of people. Start consuming a different thought pattern, you feel me? And that's how you end up breaking and stuff, you feel me? You gotta break that fear off your life. And my third thing is gonna be, sometimes, bro, it just ain't time. You feel me? Sometimes it ain't your time to get a new job. Sometimes it ain't your time to get a new vehicle. Sometimes it ain't your time to be where you think you should be at in life. You feel me? It's some things that God may put you through that you still gotta learn where you at in the season that you in. You feel me? And that's something that I had to learn. I remember it was a time where I was coming out of high school and I'm trying to get a job real quick. I'm trying to stack up some bread. That way when I go to barber school, I'm like, boom, I'm set. I'll be able to get my own vehicle, all of that. And it didn't happen in the year that I thought it was gonna happen. So I started getting down and looking at myself like I was failing because I wasn't able to do the things that I was trying to do. But what I had to realize was I was applying myself, you feel me? It wasn't like I wasn't applying myself to get in the position that I was trying to be in. It just wasn't my time yet. So what did I have to do? I had to learn how to be patient. I had to learn how to, like I said, be content in the season that I was in, but embrace what I was going through, you feel me? So now every time I think about like being lazy or not working on the things I know I need to be doing, I think back to a time where God didn't give me the grace to be where I'm at right now. He didn't give me the grace to have my own business. He didn't give me the grace to be able to help the people that I'm coming across, you feel me? But now that I'm in that position, it's like you get a level of gratitude. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you'll get the big head, sometimes you'll start smelling yourself, but that's when you gotta learn how to detach and get away from everything that's taking up your energy, everything that's taking up your vision, you feel me? That's why you gotta stay close to God, stay close to people that's gonna keep you humble and tell you about yourself. Me personally, I don't like yes men around me, you feel me? If I'm wrong, you gotta tell me I'm wrong. The same way I hold myself to a certain standard, I'm gonna hold you to that same standard. And people that don't want to be held to a certain standard is the people that you really not gonna need around you when it come down to it. There's numerous ways why you could be feeling stagnant. There's numerous ways why, or reasons why you may feel like you're in the same place. You feel like you can't really go nowhere. But what it is, bro, all you gotta do is just start walking again, you feel me? And when I say walking, is walking in the aspect of attacking certain things that you're scared of doing. You feel me? You know it. You know what it is that you want to do or that you need to be doing. And once you figure out what you want to do, figure out what does it take for me to get to that point. If you gotta move, you gotta move. You feel me? Boom. If I know I gotta move, let me go get a job. Ain't nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 to put you in a situation that you're trying to get into. And if that's what you want to work all your life, ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? But boom, if I want to move, okay, boom, I gotta get a job. Why do I need the job? I need the job so I can have income coming in. Why do I need the income coming in? So I can have income saved up that'll get me out of the environment that I'm in. You feel me? Boom, I want to get a car. Okay, let me work on my credit a little bit. Let me establish my credit if I ain't got it established. You feel me? Let me start looking into the things that's going to get me in a situation that I need to be in, that I see myself in. So you got to take these little steps, these little areas where you applying yourself, and sometimes just getting around the right people and asking people that's doing what you want to do, you feel me? Ask them what they doing, or sometimes you can just be observant. I learned a lot by just watching people, listening to people. You feel me? Be observant, see what they do. And it's not only just for the material things, it's like for you to be a better person, you feel me? For you to work on yourself. And the more you work on yourself, the more value you have to bring and offer to people. The more people you start attracting, you feel me? And with that being said, you can be a light to the people that you're coming around. You can be an inspiration to the people that's in the same position you was just once in. So it's bigger than just the material things. It's you just being a good person, being a person that people want to be around, being a person that people seeing like, oh, he came from where I came from. I can do this. Sometimes we get in a position to where we see people that look like us and we'll be like, okay, boom, I can do that because he looked like me. I can relate to him. But if we get in a situation where we don't see nobody that's doing nothing that we into, you feel me? Sometimes we like, nah, I can't even do that. So you doing what you're supposed to do can help somebody else get out of the same situation. And like I always say, bro, it come down to this. I feel like in everything, anything, bro, that you want to grow, you gotta feed it.